What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome to the January 1st Monday Market Watch. My name is Kevin, and we're going to talk about some Lorcana stuff today. I have for you some ever-changing prices as we start the first day of the year. I hope everybody is having a safe and responsible and fun New Year's Day. So before we get into anything, I do want to say like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks to everybody who joined our giveaway that we did in the video a week ago. So I asked you guys to leave a comment, leave some likes, etc., and just let me know how you were doing. Comment about anything, and now we have the comments right here, so we're gonna check who the winner is. We have 66 participants, so thank you to everybody who entered the giveaway. You guys are going to be getting, it's 3 booster packs of the first chapter that have the artwork. They're blister packs actually, so they have the cardboard from the Target, so you can't weigh the blister packs, just let's putting that out there, and a pack of Elsa sleeves. So let's go ahead and see who the winner is. All right, we have it shuffling right here, as you can see on my screen. Good luck to everybody. Thank you again. We have Thunder Keg. Okay, Thunder Keg, shout out you guys. I hope instead of bands, we get cards with more interactivity. Next set to catch other colors up to Amethyst. All right, thank you, Thunder Keg. I'm gonna leave a comment on this comment, let you know you are the winner. Just please be sure to reach out to me via either email, respond to the comment, DM on Instagram, Facebook, etc., etc. But if you guys want more giveaways, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Lorcana Goons and join our Discord so you guys know what's going on all the time. And thanks again to everybody who tunes into the market watches, the meta reviews, the card news, and all the gameplay videos that we've been uploading lately. I have a lot more in store for the Goons, and so does Zach Stone, the other Lorcana Goons member. So we do appreciate you wholeheartedly. But let's get into these prices because there is some movement in the market. But I do want to start off by saying, hey, don't buy these pre-orders. We don't have any $20 rares right now in Lorcana anymore, and I really don't think Peter Pan Lost Boy Leader is ever going to be a $20 rare, and we definitely don't have any $40 super rares in Lorcana right now. So do you really want to pre-order a Wendy Darling for $40 right now? There are listings available on TCG Players. No sales yet, but I just got to point it out there. There's no sense in buying these pre-orders when we don't have a single super rare in Lorcana that is this expensive. Not even the legendaries are getting that high yet. Some of them aren't, but we'll get into that later. Another shenanigan with the pre-order that I do see sales happening is going to be the Into the Inklands booster box. So we have a couple of sales that have been happening from New Year's Eve and the 12th. Sorry, New Year's Eve and December 30th for around that $215 range. So if you do want to pre-order the Into the Inklands just to make sure you have it within those first, I guess, 2 weeks of Lorcana, then this is what you're going to be expected to pay. But realistically, we just don't know what the prices are going to be like when Rise of the Floodborn is still below MSRP, well below MSRP. So at least $10 to $15 less than MSRP is what you're going to be expected to pay, around that $130 mark. Now, a couple were selling over the holiday weekend for less than this price. I do want to say I did see a couple listings that were closer to around that $115 mark, but they've been staying within this $125 range, right? And I do want to give a shout out to all of the LGS locations that have been going through the ups and downs with the market, because I know there's a lot of people complaining that now they can't find it at market price. You know what I mean? So like a month ago, people were complaining that stores weren't charging MSRP, and now people are complaining that stores are charging MSRP when the market price is less than MSRP. So you guys got to make up your mind. Do you want MSRP or not? You know what I mean? Or do you want market price? So you guys, I'm not saying everybody is like this, but there are people in the community, some fresh faces to the community, who now they're begging for market price when the market price is less than the MSRP price, right? Even if it's only $20 difference. But the first chapter is still a little bit of a MSRP because this does contain the most expensive enchanted rare. The first chapter troves, though, are basically almost double the price as the actual first chapter booster boxes. Plenty of sales happening on New Year's Eve for around that $230 mark, and now the lowest verified listing is going to be for $235 with $25 shipping. So around 260 to 270 going by TCG Player on the troves, and there's been some movement on the troves on eBay as well, for a lot of them selling from 150 to 250 in that kind of price range. So these troves are just going up, and I wonder when they'll stop. The troves for Rise of the Floodborn, though, are still super cheap. So if you're somebody who's who's kind of feel, if you feel like you're missing out on the first chapter troves, hey, hint hint, these Rise of the Floaterborn troves are still pretty close to MSRP, and if you want to collect the sealed product, I think this might be your best bet. The first chapter troves were around $80 to $100 on the resale market when everything was scarce. Right now there's like a lack of demand for Rise of the Floaterborn because the cards aren't that good, so this price is pretty low in my opinion if you're a collector and you want to collect sealed product, right? And in terms of more sealed product movement, the Maleficent playmat is just constantly going up. We had a sale happen on the 29th for $115. That was one of the more recent ones we've seen, and now there's 4 listings for this mat. The lowest verified being $150. And then we also have another one for $150, and then 2 more for $200, and then a $300 listing for this Maleficent Lorcana playmat. These didn't get reprinted, I guess, and they're not going to get reprinted. Look at these prices just go up on this. And if we check 130 point going by eBay listings, there was 2 sales that happened on New Year's Eve for the Maleficent playmat at 130 USD and 113 USD. So over $100 already. The Mickey Mouse playmat selling on eBay for around $99. The Maui mat selling on eBay for $61. And you know, with the Rise of the Floaterborn mats are a little bit closer to MSRP, but still basically double at least. So all these mats for Lorcana are definitely seeing some price jumps, right? Like I'm thinking that if these never get reprinted, these are going to be some pretty cool keepsakes, right? I like that the Mickey Mouse also has been going up in price. This mat isn't too bad in my opinion. There is a sale that happened today for $95 and on the 29th for $95 as well. And now we have 3 listings, lowest verified being $95 with 90-cent shipping, $100 basically, and then the last listing is $300. So the last 2 listings for both of those are really high. And then the Maui mat also had some sales movement on yesterday on New Year's Eve. Somebody bought it for $45, and now the lowest listing is going to be by Zig's Card House. Shout out you guys for this listing of $100 on the Maui mat from Chapter 1. So right already, I'm seeing the Winnie the Pooh mat sell for about $50, and the Beast mat is selling for around $30 to $40. And if that's what's going to happen with the mats, and they're not going to be reprinting them, especially the Winnie the Pooh one, I'm thinking that's kind of a come up, right? This is some pretty good sealed product. And I know a lot of people were saying, the collectability is gone for Lorcana because they didn't do number cards and they didn't do first editions and they didn't do all this other stuff that I wanted, right? But realistically, guys, the collectability is right here. The sealed products, the mats, man, they're so nice. They're only $20 on the MSRP. If you're able to find one of those and keep it, look how much this has gone up. You can even frame them. You can keep them in the box if you're just a collector. I think they're really cool. They're really cool memorabilia and sealed product to obtain. And I'm glad I was able to get the Beast and the Winnie the Pooh mat because I wasn't able to acquire any of these mats. But shout out my brother because he got me the Maui mat for Christmas and he only paid about half this listed price. And not to say this is the price for the Maui mat because none have sold at this price, but this is the listing price currently. Another sealed item going up is the Lorcana deck box, the Elsa one. This is the only one, but it's had a couple sales happen for that $27 mark from December 29th to the 31st, and multiple sold for around that $30 range for this Elsa deck box. So if you guys still have this Elsa deck box unopened that was probably $8 at Target and there was a gang of them on the shelves, now they're all listed for at least $27.89 lowest verified. So close to $30 for this Elsa deck box. Can you believe that? I mean, I kept one and I'm kind of glad I kept one, but I also gave away a lot of those at local. So shout out you guys if you guys got those. Some enchanted news. A lot of the enchanted have kind of hit their very bottom and are kind of bouncing back up a little bit. So Mickey Mouse, this is the Wayward Sorcerer. This is one of the more popular enchantments from the first chapter. It ended up having like a low of like 117 market price on around Christmas time, and as of today, multiple sales happening on New Year's Eve around that $140 and $135 range, which is pretty cool to see. An extra like $15 bump. Just from Christmas to New Year's Eve. I think a lot of people got Christmas money and we're all buying our enchanteds now, we're all hollowing out our decks. I see the market moving post Christmas time. I see us getting our Christmas money. The lowest verified for a near mint is going to be 161 now by Little Root Games. So it's not $200, but it's more than 150. More than $150 now for the Mickey Wayward Sorcerer, which is pretty cool for enchanted news, right? Belle, Strange but Special, another card that hit a bottom and is now kind of bouncing back off. So it had a bottom of around 125 during the Christmas time. time, and now we had multiple sales during New Year's Day. Sell for 165, and we even have a light play that sold for 150. So lowest verified is going to be Cardboard Castle now. They have it for 155 as well. After that, we have a next verified by Ben's Bros Games for 168, almost $200 for the Bell Strange but special. Check that out. Aurora is one I wanted to kind of keep a lookout for because it did bottom out around that $95 range, and some were selling yesterday for that $99 range, and we only have a couple listings for around that $100 range, but these are all going to be light played now. The lowest verified near mint is now above $100 again at 115 by Ben's Bros Game. So I think a lot of the enchants, especially from the first chapter, are starting to pick back up in price, but not all the enchants, because Pete Bad Guy continues to dwindle in price. There's only 33 listings for Pete Bad Guy, but holy heck, this enchanted rare is only $66 going by the lowest verified, and a couple people bought it for 63, 68, so less than $70 for Pete Bad Guy, which is an awesome enchanted rare. But hey, I think maybe it'll take some time before this one goes up too, right? Cinderella Ballroom Sensation is another Floodborn enchanted I want to go over because this one did kind of have a bottom out of around like 180 to 170 to 180. It was what the lowest I was seeing it at, and now I'm seeing it at closer to 190, $200 again. So hey man, diamond hands, I did not get rid of my enchanted Cindy when it was low. I still have it. Now we're trying to see if it'll go back up to that $300 range, right? I obviously we all saw the enchanteds kind of taking a huge dip, but hey, it's looking like that dip is over and they're slowly creeping back up a little bit, you know, but we'll see what happens. They could just keep going lower, right? Enchanted Elsa, everybody's favorite, has had only one sale happen on New Year's Eve and a couple on the 30th for around that $450 range, but hey, they're selling for $450. Lowest verified is now officially Clifford Collectibles at $475. After that, there's a couple listings still that are going to be in that $470 to $490 range, so we're not near that $500 listing yet for Enchanted Elsa, but it has definitely gone up way more since we looked at it a couple of weeks ago when it was hitting as low as around $350. Yeah, $345 was the market price during Christmas time, and now that we're in the new year, it's almost $100 more. That's really cool. By the way, make sure to check on your Stitch Carefree Surfers Enchanteds because these are also going back up just a little bit, staying within that $150 range. Lowest verified by Side Grip Gaming. Okay, so shout out you guys, but let's get on into some news about singles. Beast Tragic Hero is not only the most expensive legendary in the game now, but it's going to be getting close to that old school Rapunzel price. It's going to be more than $45. We have Poke Academy with the lowest verified for $45 and 1 penny, and with $1 shipping, right? After that, Star Skulls TCG $45.89, and then we have some light played versions for $47. And next we have Wildcard Cyclone. That's one of my locals. Shout out you guys. They got it for $46.99. So a little more than $45 now is what you're going to be paying for the Beast Tragic Hero, and that's the non-foil, by the way. Let's check these foil pricing, shall we? Because hey, you guys know by now I prefer buying foils, especially when the markets are this volatile. $50, $51.99 for a foil Sad Boy Beast by Strike Zone Online. That sounds like a good deal. Only paying $5 more basically for a foil version than a non-foil version. Look how much these prices have changed though. You know what I mean? When on December, in December 1st, the foil was $53. The price fluctuated a lot, but now we're looking at January 1st. The foil is back at basically $53, lowest verified, right? Get your foils instead of non-foils when it comes to cards like these. I think in terms of collectability, it's a lot better, and you're really only paying like $5, $6 more. For whatever reason, right now, the foil prices for Lorcana are very underappreciated, and we all saw how expensive foil Rapunzels became. Foil Rapunzels were selling for around $100 plus. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, Sad Boy Beast is pretty popular right now. He's like the cool guy in school, man. Everybody wants to be Sad Boy Beast's friend. And Maleficent Monstrous Dragon is also seeing a lot of play because it's played in Amber Ruby, it's played in Ruby Amethyst. By the way, Sad Boy Beast is played in Emerald Steel, Amber Steel, it's played in Sapphire Steel, it's played in every steel variant, Amethyst Steel. Very popular card. Maleficent Monstrous Dragon, pretty close to that Beast Tragic Hero price range, but it's still bumping off that $40 range. We have lowest non-verified sellers who have it for less than $40. There's plenty to go around, but if we're going by lowest verified, we have a near mint version for by Video Game Trader for $41.60 with $5 shipping. So around same price, $45 to $46 going by the lowest verified. We have the Wizard Wagon and All American CCG, but these two are damaged, and they're selling damaged versions for around that $45 range. So going by non-verified near mint, it's around $40, and going by verified, you're going to be paying basically the same price as Beast Tragic Hero. So around $45 to $47. Oh, these are almost $50 legendaries now, guys. Everybody was saying, "Oh, the game is dead. My Maleficent dragons are $25 now, and now I want to quit the game." And TCGs are very volatile. You can't let that sway you from just playing the game itself. You know what I mean? But I do feel like when the prices are low, I do be telling you guys, this is a great time to buy your staples and your play sets so you can have 4 of all these cards so you never have to worry again. Bell, Strange of Special is also going up in price a little bit. This card is pretty dope, obviously. Oops. This card is pretty dope in Sapphire decks. Sapphire, I feel like, has been seeing a lot of more play online and at locals, and this card did kind of bottom out at around $11 to $12, and now we're seeing it trickle back all the way up to almost that $20 range. We have lowest lowest verified right here. For $17 with $1 shipping, and then after that, plenty of non-verified sellers have it for basically $20, $18 with $2 shipping, $15 plus $5 shipping. Yeah, so the Bell Strange with Special is no longer less than $15. It is going to be a $20 legendary. Wow, pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. And like I said, guys, look at the cold foil. The cold foil is only going to be about $5 more. So why not just get the cold foil version of Bell? You know what I mean? I guarantee that cold foil price is going to go up. This is not financial advice. I just like card games. That wasn't a real guarantee. Rapunzel, gifted with healing. This card is very powerful, but not seeing as much play in Amber in the meta right now that we would think. Some Amber lists aren't playing it at all. Some people aren't playing 4 of this card anymore, so the demand has fallen a lot. But we have a lowest verified by Disney Lorcana with a Z for $32.49. Okay, pretty cool. Less than $35 is what you're going to be probably paying for Rapunzel, gifted with healing. So no longer the most expensive legendary, but definitely in the top 3, only by about $10, right? Mufasa, Betrayed Leader, very popular right now, and not only Amber Ruby, but Amber Steel decks is what I'm seeing. So did kind of bounce off that $10 range, and now is hitting back in that $10 range. And the cold foil for this card is still selling for about $15 to $16. So just some more legendary hype that you want to keep track of. Stitch Carefree Surfer was selling for less than $9, and now we have a lowest verified by Poke Academy for $10.40. This is a card that I'm always very confident in, that I feel like is still undervalued, and I'm seeing some other legendary prices go up. So this might actually stay low though, because of the amount of reprints we're gonna get. Which brings me to my next question. Leave in the comments, what do you guys think about the amount of reprints we're getting? Do you think we can afford another first chapter reprint? Like, what's going to happen to all these legendaries? You know what I mean? I think the game's pretty popular. I think that when they introduce some organized play, that it's going to make the demand for a lot of the first chapter cards also shoot up, because I think in general you do need these cards to play Lorcana, and as of right now, there's just kind of a lack of demand in terms of a tournament scene. So it is still a small tournament scene, but it's definitely growing. Namari, Morning Mist, is a legendary that is being played right now in some steel decks because it outs the Bucky and the Prince John package. So I have been seeing some sales happen on the New Year's Eve for Namari, selling for around $3 to $4, and the foil for this card is only about $2-3 more. It's about like a $6 to $7 foil, so I think that's kind of interesting. Ursula Power Hungry is in that $10 range now officially. It's no longer going to be a $5 legendary. This card has gone back up to basically a $10 legendary. So we had seen it in that $3 to $4 range almost, and now we have a bunch of non-verified near mint versions for $9, and then we have some moderately played versions for $10, etc., etc. Going by lowest verified, we're going to be paying more than $10 now for Ursula Power Hungry. It's really popular in Amber and Ruby Amethyst right now, and I'm kind of iffy about it myself. I played it in my deck in the 1K that me and Zach did pretty well on. I'm just saying we got top 8 at that 1K. And I just didn't like Ursula that day. I feel like it lost me my top 8 match. But yeah, it's getting popular right now, and then the prices are going up. So maybe I should just sell my Ursulas, right? But I do want to also mention real quick, go watch the video that we uploaded today earlier as well. We uploaded 2 videos today, this one and a video doing a meta review, and it was me and Zach, and we're kind of catching up on content, and I wanted to upload just 2 videos a day, so Happy New Year. But make sure you go watch that video as well. Arthur, Wizards of Princess, and Cinderella Stout Hearted are still going to be in that $10 range. Nothing too different about these super rares. They have kind of stabilized it in that $10 range. Arthur was pretty popular, but $15 was a little bit high in my opinion, when it wasn't like a mandatory card in Amethyst. And Ariel Spectacular Singer is a card that is seeing a lot of movement in general. It's going back up in price a little bit. These were less than $5. We're on that $250 range, and Now we have a lowest verified of 495 by Double Down Games and Play to Win Games for 497. So it's about a $5 super again, going by lowest verified. Kind of almost doubled in price because I did see some sell for like $2 to $3, you know. And if you want to go by cold foils, the cold foils are always going to stay around that $10 plus range, which is cool. Wow, they actually went up a little bit. Now they're going to be $11 to $12. Going by lowest verified, we have Ground Town Games. That's pretty cool. So it's going to be about a $12 foil for a for an aerial spectacular singer. Tinkerbell Giant Fairy also seeing a lot of movement right now in sales. This card was selling for around $5, yeah, $5 to $6. The lowest is what I was seeing it sell for a little bit before Christmas, and as of today we're gonna have a lowest verified of J Doza Gaming $9.99 with $1.50 shipping. Then we have Everything Games $10 with $1 shipping. So around $10 to $11 is what now you're expected to pay for Tinkerbell Giant Fairy. And I was saying this when the prices were low. This card was super. You can go back to the other market watches. I was saying this card is pretty undervalued in my opinion. So a $10 super rare makes sense for this card now. This is a reasonable price for one of the best cards in Lorcana in my opinion. Be prepared. Going back up in price. I said this last week. It is kind of bouncing off that $8 to $8 mark. Some were selling for around $9 to $10 on the verified, but going by lowest verified, we have Ground Town Games for $8.93 with shipping included. So $8 to $9 is what you're expected to pay for your non-foil. Be prepared. They went back up in price, guys. You should have got them when they were $4. Now you got to pay double. You know. But if you're listening to me when I said get the foils when they were $10, the foil prices have stayed within this $10 range. They don't fluctuate too much. If anything, they'll only go up in my opinion because Lorcana is going to get bigger, and Be Prepared is never going to go away, at least until they decide to oogly boogly rotate it out of the meta game, right? Maui Hero to All going up in price more than $5 today. We have multiple sales happening for that $6 range throughout the day, and lowest verified we have Elysium Video Games for $6.97 with $1 shipping. So it's about a $6 to $7 rare now. Maui was selling for like $2 to $3 during the Christmas time, right? Yeah, December 9th, $2.50. Now it's almost a $8 to $7 rare. Pretty interesting, man. And I think cold foils are just the way to go for all these staples, right? Because lowest verified cold foil Maui is going to be Clear Skies. Actually, no, it's going to be the Party Arty near mint cold foil for $7 with $4 shipping, $11 basically. Another cool card that I'm seeing a lot of movement right now in is Prince John, greediest of all. Plenty of sales happening today within that $4 to $5 range for Prince John, and I'm not sure if the price has gone up yet. I feel like the lowest I've seen it at was around $2 to $3, and now we're having a lowest verified of $3.99 by Lock Shop. And next we have Kyra cards for $4.20 and $1 shipping. So around $4 to $5. Prince John going up a little bit in price, and the reason is because everybody's playing the Emerald Steel discard deck right now. It's seeing a lot of success in online Pixelborn tournaments and in real life tournaments. In general, it's picked up in popularity because it has a really good Ruby Amethyst matchup, and I will attest to this from that 1K tournament. There was an Emerald Steel player who just went undefeated, and he wanted people's blood, man. Towards top 4, he didn't even want to split top 4. He's like, I want to play it out, but he's like, you know what, it's fine. Majority said split, so he split. But that guy was undefeated all day. Emerald Steel, he was just taking out all the Ruby Amethyst players like it was butter. This card plus Bucky combined, so good. But if you want more information on that, watch the meta review video we just uploaded. Strength of a Raging Fire is a pretty cool foil. In my opinion, the non-foil price was reaching the foil price earlier, almost $7. So I was saying, hey, just get the foils because they're gonna, it's better to get the foils, right? The non-foil price fell all the way down to like $4 to $5, and now the foil price we have is a lowest verified of $7 still. So it's still a $7 foil, which is cool. Some other cool foils to look out for are going to be Lilo, Making a Wish. The non-foil price is getting really close to the foil price, so I just feel like you should just buy the foils on this card if you're trying to build an aggro deck that uses Lilo. Don't buy the non-foils, just buy the foils because they're $3.64 going by lowest verified, and the non-foils are going to be $2.99, $3 going by lowest verified. So you can literally pay 50 cents more for your foil Lilos right now, and it's basically the same thing for Maleficent biding her time. You know what I mean? I think it's perfectly fine to buy these foils instead of the non-foils. These kind of did catch up with the trend, and the foils are now a little bit bigger. So you're going to be paying $5 for the foils on these and about $3 for the non-foils. But you might as well do that with Lilo too if you're playing Lilo before that ends up happening, right? Another cool foil to always look out for is to be Grab Your Swords. This card bouncing off that $9 to $10 mark. We have top deck TCGs, lowest verified for $9.17 on your foil Grab Your Swords. Always keep a lookout on those. Make sure you're getting trade value on these cards, guys. Then we have Madam Mim Fox from the Rise of the Floodborn starter deck. This is a foil that's going to be about $10. We have a lowest verified by Strike Zone Online for $7.99. They got 3 of them for you, which is pretty cool. So you don't got to waste money on buying from other sellers and paying shipping. But after that, the lowest verified is Stars and Skulls TCG for $9.61. Then we have Vespi Queens and Kings for $10.60. So it's about a $10 foil for the Madam M Fox, an extremely popular card available in the starter deck. But even then, it's a $4 rare from the starter deck. This basically took the place of Flavor Sham, right? And that is going to be all for the Market Watch for the very first Market Watch of the year. And by the way, I do want to mention, if you guys are making purchases online, be sure to check a variety of platforms other than just TCG Player. Check eBay, check OfferUp, check Facebook Marketplace. I'm looking through 130 Point right now. This is a pretty cool website that shows basically eBay sales that have happened. And in general, I'm just looking at general Lorcana sales, and somebody bought a Tragic Beast Hero for $30 today. That's about $15 less than the market price, you know. And if we keep going down, we'll see a variety of deals right here, like people buying Rapunzel's for around $20, Maleficent Monstrous Dragon $23. That's like half the price than what you would buy it on TCG Player. And some of these are from bids, some of these are not from bids, you know. I'm just saying, make sure to check all platforms you have available to you, and make sure to not buy these silly, extremely overpriced pre-orders, you know what I mean? And make sure to watch all of our videos, especially the one that we just uploaded. Thank you guys so much for answering the giveaway. We look forward to more videos throughout the year and more market watches, so stay tuned to Lorcana Goons, and we will see you Goons next time.